is burning a church across from the White House. Those are the George Floyd riots.
Someone did call this a peaceful protest before, right?
The most prominent symbol of a violent insurrection.
He's been in jail since January, and he's trying to get out, but prosecutors say he is still too dangerous to release.
Crash January 6th clown show was worse than even I expected. Their hysterical, pearl-clutching, lie-filled response to the events on Jan 6, what Democrats are clearly hoping will be their transformative Reichstag moment, is unseemly, phony to its core, and purely and solely political. Y'all see that right there? Hold on, we're gonna cover this, man. We're gonna get down to the bottom of it. We know this because there was no outrage over the leftist rioters who attempted to stop the peaceful transition of power during President Trump's inauguration. Not only did anti-Trump leftist riot attack and injure police, set cars and buildings on fire, but they were later rewarded for this attempt to subvert democracy to the tune of $1.6 million in taxpayer money. So they was burning down buildings. They was setting cars on fire, turning cars over, injuring police, and they're saying that Jan 6 is the next coming to 9/11. Do you know how many congressional Democrats, or Republicans for that matter, wailed about our democracy on the brink? Do you know how many of these inauguration rioters were hunted down by the FBI, arrested and beaten and mistreated and held as political prisoners for over a year? One is still in jail for what? I think he got a 4 to 5 year sentence. That was the gentleman, the shaman, the one with the horn hat. Do you know how many of them were harboring blueprints of the Capitol building? Or wait, that was an unconstructed steel box Lego set, not a model used for terroristic purposes. Whatever random lunacy the FBI preened at the time. If you said zero, you're right on all accounts. The reason why we pulled this up right here is because I want y'all to see something, man. There's been a huge debate online to try to figure out why is Fox News lying so much about J6. Let's just say J6. But now I want you to see something else. This is nuts.
More recently, this is an event we all remember, Antifa descended on Washington, D.C. to force the sitting president from office. But it was Trump, so that's cool. And while they were there, they set a historic Christian church on fire, St. John's in Lafayette Square. Do you remember that? You should, because it happened Labor Day weekend less than 3 years ago. And when it happened, the left-wing mayor of Washington, D.C. refused to allow her police department, the MPD, to assist Secret Service agents while they were under siege and getting beaten. No, she made her cops stand back and watch it happen. And they were very upset about it at the time. You may have forgotten that. Here's what it looked like.
I believe there are several fires raging now down this street, and this is what you hate to see. There are people throwing fireworks and who knows what else.
I'm sorry, but so far this movie looks way worse than the other movie. All right? And you know what movie I'm talking about.
And that crane is just fully engulfed.
Someone did call this a peaceful protest before, right? Yeah, this is very peaceful. Because they keep on acting like J6 was the worst thing ever. Guess what? J6 is nothing to clown about. It's nothing to joke about. But guess what? They need to stop trying to act like that was the second coming to 9/11. It was not. It was not. They are lying to the country, to anybody that's within earshot. They are just lying to them, just lying. Why? What's the point of the lie? I want to understand the point of the lie.
It's bad. They just set fire to St. John's Church.
I wonder how many of them are serving 4 to 5 years in prison right now. That's what I want to know. If you could let me know that, that'll be amazing. Amazing. That's my man, Jesse Lee Peterson. Shout out to him.
I gotta do this, man.
Is burning a church across from the White House. Those are the George Floyd riots. So what was the toll there? Now, we're not going to guess. We're going to go again right to the government. According to a recently released GAO report last month, during those attacks, the 2020 attack on the White House by left-wing mobs, who were quoting, Federal Protective Services, the Secret Service, and the Park Police reported that at least 180 officers were injured during the demonstrations, including concussions, lacerations, exposure to chemical gas, and severe burning.
180 officers were injured. Lacerations, concussions, exposure to chemical gas, and severe burning. How many of these people are arrested for 4 to 5 years? If you can name a few, that will be amazing.
So while stipulating that all riots are bad, because precision matters, facts matter, the truth matters, here's the truth. More cops were injured by Kamala Harris's favorite mob, BLM, at the White House than were injured by Trump voters at the Capitol on January 6th. A lot more. So again, to be clear, both events are bad, but here's the key. We only remember one of them. Why? Because the people in charge of history are liars. Liars. And lying is bad. And on a national scale, it's deadly. It's corrosive of everything that is good in the country, including trust and your grasp on reality itself. And that's why they try to make you lie. Men can become women. Climate change is an existential threat, or whatever the lie is they're making you tell. They don't believe it. They know you don't believe it. But by forcing you to repeat it, they degrade and control you. They make you less of a person.
Craig, I believe what you said is 1,000% the truth. They're trying to keep Americans fighting. They're trying to keep us fighting so that they can focus on whatever the hell they're focusing on. Do y'all understand that inflation is going crazy right now? There's a bunch going on with the way we're going to be paid out and the way we're going to be paid and be able to have access to our funds in the near future. I'm going to show you. We're going to cover some of that today too. But there's a great deal of stuff going on in the country and around the world that's connected to the United States that people don't want us to focus on right now because other plans are in place. And if you think it's over, you're sadly mistaken. It's one of them things. It's another one of those, ooh, squirrel, while we do this. Look over there while we do this. Come on now. Election time is coming up. Everyone's trying to set their stake in the ground so that we can do exactly what they want us to do. And they feel like in order for us to do that, we have to fight the other side and be so upset. And so we don't have to. Somebody need to play this smart. Hopefully people who are running for president in 2024 do not latch on to any of these stories right here and just really, like, if it's something important to point out, yeah, point out those important parts. Point out the fact that they lied if you want to do that. Point out that, all right? But keep on message, keep on point, and let people know how you plan on pulling us out the sugar honey iced tea that we're in right now.
They also hurt individuals. We told you Monday about Navy veteran Jacob Chancellor. He was tried by the media, convicted of being a domestic terrorist, and sentenced to 4 years in prison. What exactly was Jacob Chancellor's crime? Well, no one was ever very precise about that. Here's what the media told you it was.
In his horned helmet, fur pelts, and face paint, Jacob Chancellor became known as the QAnon shaman. But prosecutors called him the most prominent symbol of a violent insurrection.
He's been in jail since January, and he's trying to get out, but prosecutors say he is still too dangerous to release.
Make no mistake, Chancellor is a stone cold thug.
He kept saying, I'm not violent, I'm peaceful, I'm a shaman. But then you put those images, what you were just talking about, you put those images together, and that isn't an image of peace.
Young lady, what did you see him do wrong on camera? What dangerous acts or violent acts, evil acts did you see this guy do while he was on camera? Please just name one thing, please. Just name one thing, because they are acting like they caught the Malcolm X of Jan 6. That's what they act like. We caught the leader. Yeah, we got the leader. He will be punished to the full extent of the law. Okay, so how come y'all ain't got, what's her name, Patrice Cullors? Because a lot of stuff happened under their leadership, under their riots, under their peaceful protests. Somebody gotta, come on, somebody gotta make some sense of this right here. It's not making any sense. Somebody, that's the only reason why I'm doing these videos. I want somebody to make sense of it all, because it's just not adding up. As the kids say, or as the young people say, maybe it's not even a young person thing anymore. The math is not mathing. Okay, the math is not, it's just not mathing.
This is the new face of extremism.
It's the new face of extremism. Jacob Chansley is the new face of extremism. He's a stone-cold thug. Prosecutors say he is too dangerous to release. And most people believe that, because why wouldn't they? They were told it, and there was no evidence to the contrary.
Yeah, he's so daggone dangerous that the police are like, oh,
and now
come on
there
over
is
here, bud.
evidence to the contrary. We brought it to you Monday.
Look at him, look at him. Oh, let me get the door for you. Oh, it's locked. Oh, then let's go this way. Are you you want something to drink? Yeah, I'm cool. I'm straight. Look at how nice they're being right now. And you talking about this is the thug of the century? Man, come on now.
The video that we reviewed at great length over 3 weeks showed with precision what Jacob Chansley actually did inside the Capitol. And here's what it looks like once again. Here's video of Chansley in the Senate chamber. Capitol police officers take him to multiple entrances and even try to open locked doors for him. We counted at least 9 officers who were within touching distance of unarmed Jacob Chansley. Not one of them even tried to slow him down.
Ain't nobody arrest him. Ain't nobody say, bruh, you're walking the wrong way. You do realize you're inside of the Capitol and you're not supposed to be here. Please leave. No, they standing around like, yo, what's the chief saying? The chief told us to go ahead and take them wherever they wanted to go. Okay, then I guess we'll take them wherever they want to go. That's what we're doing. And it's on camera of them doing just that. And I want y'all to understand this. It's all over MSNBC and CNN, where they are drawing their narrative right now that, yo, they are showing y'all different camera versions, different camera angles right now, and they are outright lying. They're talking about Fox. They're talking about Tucker. They are outright lying, and they're trying to act like this is somewhat of a victory when it's not. It's just showing the times when they wasn't acting crazy. Come on now. We're looking at a guy. We're literally looking at a guy right now in America. And we're looking at him on camera. This right here is proof that he did nothing, because he got the bullhorn. He's the one that's in charge of all the madness that was going on. I don't get that part.
Chansley understood that Capitol Police were his allies. Video shows him giving thanks for them in a prayer on the floor of the Senate. Watch.
Thank you, Heavenly Father, for giving the inspiration needed to these police officers to allow us into the building.
Contrast the reality of what Jacob Chansley did in the Capitol building on January 6th, the indisputable facts recorded on video, some of which has never before been seen, with the depiction of Jacob Chansley that you've seen in the media for more than 2 years. He's a terrorist, they said. He should be killed.
Shoot him.
Shoot him. Who you talking to? All the 9 officers he was walking with? What was he doing that he should be shot? Dumbass. I don't even know who this is that's talking, but his new name is Dumbass. Okay, hashtag Dumbass. I gotta add hashtag because that's what they do online. Hashtag this and hashtag that. You are hashtag Dumbass.
Shoot him.
And they clapping. They are clap. Did the applaud machine tell them? Did the clap box tell them to do to start clapping?
If you burst into the United States, if he was dressed like Bin Laden, would you have shot him?
Shoot him! Shoot him! It makes you wonder, who are the violent extremists here? So as you saw, and again, details matter because this is a man. This is an American citizen, a Navy veteran. This is a human being. And so what he actually did should be of deep concern to every American because he's in jail tonight. What Jacob Chansley actually did was wander peacefully through the Capitol, shepherded by Capitol police officers.
Since the Democrats are in office right now, their administration run everything, they're probably calling to the day, going to the prison like, y'all better, I don't care who is applying pressure to you all right now, you all better not release him. He is an enemy of the country, and he's not done paying his dues yet. What he did was deplorable, just ridiculous, man. I swear to goodness. That's the only thing I really wanted to check out with y'all, because we've seen this. Like this is all. Tucker is going to continue to just let them guys know, look, this is what it is. Y'all keep lying, but this is what it is. And unfortunately, he's right. And I say unfortunate because It's highly unfortunate that anybody has to go to jail for nothing. It's highly unfortunate. I don't know how many friends you got or family members you got who are in jail, but I got a whole poop ton of them. It's not a place that you want to go to if you didn't earn that. You should have to earn that. And if he didn't earn that, he should not be locked up.